The series is called Last Chance to See. Let's hope that the title doesn't turn out to be a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Well, no, that's right. I mean, there are a couple of species that we wanted to look at that are now functionally extinct. One is the dolphin, the river dolphin in China, and the other is the northern white rhino.
And you couldn't find them, or...?
Well, there are a few northern white rhino, but they're beyond mating age, and so the species will no longer exist in a few years.
What terrifying thing.
It is
let me ask you about, what was this, and I've been following Stephen Fry, there's something called Twitter.
Twitter.
Twitter's an online, it's kind of a computer, it's like a message board essentially.
It is, a much mocked one by those who don't sort of get it. And I can understand people not getting it, because basically you've got 140 characters, including spaces, in which to say what you're doing.
So it's like a text message but it's limited in size.
They call it micro-blogging, which is perhaps a grand way of describing it. I find it wonderful, because all these nice people, these fellow Twitters, follow me, as it were. So when I'm around the world and I say, oh, I saw this today, or I did this, and of course, those who mock Twitter say, well, it's just saying, I had breakfast. So there's an element of I had.
Well, I was following you. You follow people. You would sign on and say, I'd like to find out what's supposed up to. And a lot of it was showing how far you walked every day. And I got quite intrigued about the amount of walking you were doing. And I'll be honest, I began to worry about you walking. I was going to send you some taxi fare to get you back from home. It sounded like you were overdoing the walking. But this was just a post-Christmas...
It is. I'm hopelessly overweight figure. And walking's the only thing I can do with any pleasure. And there's one reason I can walk with pleasure. And it's a really interesting one, I think, because it's technology, which I love, or a sort of technology. And that's audiobooks. See, if you walk to music, it's fine. You can do a sort of Peter Kay thing for a while and do that sort of marching to the music.
Amarillo, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But then you kind of constantly going, no, I'm bored with that. I want something else. And you're stopping and you're rejigging your MP3 player. But an audiobook is just fantastic. You can walk. I mean, yesterday I walked 6 miles. I walked from my home in West Hampstead all the way to Waterloo, past Waterloo. It was the easiest thing in the world, because I was listening to a great story, and they're read by wonderful people. You can get them on the internet.
I think I should try that.
You should. You'll really love it.
The great novelist. Let me ask you about, well, first of all, Lee, do you Twitter? Have you been tempted to Twitter? Tom, I think I know the answer, but do you spend time, do you waste time on the internet? You don't look like that kind of guy to waste time.
Who, me?
Yeah. But no, hold it, the other Tom in there. Who do you think? That looks like it's like you two together, because you look like a genetic experiment that's gone wrong. There's a movie right there, and there's a movie right there.
You may find it rather sugary and unpleasant when guests in a show compliment each other, but there are two things I want to say about Tom Cruise.
I know,
wonderful
like
film actor. One is, have you seen Tropic Thunder? It is possibly the best comic performance